Law enforcement is speaking out for the first time since a 14-year-old girl was killed over a video game. Her younger brother accused of pulling the trigger. Monroe County Sheriff Cecil Cantrell says deputies responded to a home off of Dryden Lane over the weekend. That's where they found Dejanay White gravely injured. The sheriff says the young boy was angry that his sister wouldn't give him a video game controller, so he went to the nightstand, got the gun, walked up behind her, and pulled the trigger.
There's so many video games out there that has violence in them, and of course they can hit the reset button and everybody comes back to life, but in real life it doesn't work that way.
Sheriff Cantrell says he doesn't know what consequences the boy will face and said he has never had a case like this before. And Dejanay White was not only a student at Tupelo Middle School, but a member of the basketball team and attended a church in Tupelo. WTVA's Simone Woolridge joins us live after speaking with her church's pastor.
Well, Emily, the pastor here at Life Culture Ministries says this has been a very difficult time for Dejanay's family. He says he, along with other members of the church, have just been trying to wrap their heads around her passing and just be there for this family.
Dejanay White, also known as D, was supposed to be practicing to play the drums Sunday at Life Culture in Tupelo.
We still can't put it together.
Charles Moore, the pastor and founder of the church, says she was shy but always had plenty of life in her and had just committed to playing. He is still in shock after what happened.
The reality of it is that we know she's not here anymore, but just to accept it is still hard.
He says many of Dejanay's family members are members of the church, so when he received a call about what happened, he went to the home and the hospital. Not only was he there, but so was her basketball team and her coach.
They rallied the team for the last hurrah with Dee before she actually took her last heartbeat.
Not only is she going to be missed by her family, her church, and her team, but also by those in the classroom. One teacher from Tupelo Middle School sent us this message, saying it was an emotional Monday. Many students cried, while others shared their memories.
And the pastor says the funeral is tentatively Sunday. He says he does not know all of the details, but plans to have those church members there. Reporting live from Tupelo, Simone Woolridge, WTVA 9 News.
And Sheriff Cantrell confirming that White was a student at Tupelo Middle School. The boy went to school in Amory. The Tupelo School District will be offering counseling. They did release a statement today that reads in part, "The death of a student has a ripple effect on the school community. We are grieving for the loss of this young life. Our heartfelt sympathy and prayers go out to the students and family and friends affected by this tragedy."
YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. This video right here comes out of all places, Mississippi. Big shout out to everybody out there in Mississippi, Miss Mayfield, all my people down there, Mr. Sam, Mr. Bob, you know who you all are, people that watch the show on a regular basis. But anyway, this comes out of Tupelo, Mississippi. I think Tupelo is the home of Elvis, right? Somebody let me know. It ain't Memphis, it ain't Graceland. I think he's originally from Tupelo, Mississippi. Let me know, my people in Mississippi, down there in Mississippi. Let me know if the so-called quote-unquote king, which Michael Jackson is a king, he then Prince, then you can put Elvis after James Brown, whatever. But anyway, let me know if he's from there. But anyway, we have some sad news coming out of Tupelo. We have a 13-year-old teen girl with a bright, beautiful future ahead of her, shot dead by her 9-year-old, yes, 9, not 90, not 19, 9-year-old baby brother, all over a funky-ass video game controller. And this going to be one of these videos where I'm going to have to go in. So I'm sorry for you people who have sensitive ears, for people that has extreme Christian-like tendencies where they hate to hear one cuss word. Please turn off the video right now, because this is one of these videos where I am not going to sugarcoat shit. Anyway, let's continue. When I was thinking about this video, I started thinking about a lot of things. Video game violence, and it all started years ago when Mortal Kombat first came out. And for people that's a little bit older and know about the Mortal Kombat game where they do fatalities, you have people ripping people's heads off. You have people ripping people's torsos off. You have people turning to dragons, eating them. You have people hitting people off of bridges, uppercutting, they falling down, crying and shit till they fall on spikes. I mean, it was a gory video game, and they tried to ban the game back then. And that's when they started putting these titles on the game. They started labeling games, all because of Mortal Kombat. Go do your history. That's when they started rating these games 17. You can buy these games. So what game was this 9-year-old playing that made him get into the frame of thought, or movies he's seen, or something that he's seen on TV, made him get into the mind frame where the best way to resolve this difference with his sister, because she wouldn't give up a game controller, was to go grab a pistol and shoot her in the back of the head. What the hell made him think of that at 9 years old? And this is what I'm saying. I'm not blaming it on Grand Theft Auto, because that's the prime suspect. I'm not blaming it on a Mortal Kombat or anything like that. But it's something bigger at hand going on that we all need to establish. See, a lot of you all children, I'm talking to the parents right now before I dig deep into this story, before I put my foot all in this story ass. Now, I'm talking to the parents right now. You need to have balance with your children. Make your children get the hell off that game stick sometime. I know it's a lot of shit going on in the streets, but it's a lot of things going on in these houses also too. Because from what I've seen, just as many people getting killed in houses as there is in the streets. But at the same time, I'm not saying let your children go run around thugs and drug dealers or people out there doing anything or living in kind of way. I'm not saying that. Make your children go outside, even if it is to learn how to plant a garden, even if it is to go outside, you know what I'm saying, to meditate, to think, go for a walk, go jogging, you know what I'm saying? Go play basketball. You got to get these damn joysticks off these kids' hands, because not only do that leads to obesity and being lazy, but it also leads to a lot of other psychiatric problems that develops later on in life, because they start thinking what, Trey, that these games are real. They start thinking that you can get killed and get shot and come back like on Grand Theft Auto, when you can't. You only got one life to live. YOLO. You only live once, like Drake said. So let's get that out of our heads. See, kids have a false perception of reality. Let me say it again. Kids have a false perception of reality, which means that they think, you know what I'm saying, just like the little boy thought, well, if I go pull this gun, she'll just, you know what I'm saying? He probably didn't know it was loaded. Okay, we'll use that. We'll be objective. We'll use that. We'll say he didn't know it was loaded. But at the same time, he had to know his intentions for grabbing a gun. You feel me? Because you wouldn't have grabbed the gun if you didn't know the power of the gun. Because you would have grabbed a joystick and hit her behind her head. You would have grabbed some eyeglasses, a cup. So you grabbed the gun for a reason, because you done seen it done before. You know what I'm saying? That's what children do. Whether he's seen it, I'm not saying he's seen it at home. Whether he's seen it on the movies or whether he's seen it on a video game or whatnot, you can see it on any damn thing. You know what I'm saying? It's everyday thing for people to turn on TV, no matter what it is, internet, whatever. And you see somebody acting out, they got a gun behind somebody's head, not knowing that these kids soaking that in, and then they gonna act it out. Whatever these children take in, they gonna act it out. So let me go on, start this story, and I'm gonna give my opinion. Surely as we go. Dejanay White, a 13-year-old Tupelo, Mississippi teen girl, was shot dead by her 9-year-old brother over an argument over a video game controller. It had to be the Xbox One X. That's the only thing that I can see that would lead up to that. The PS4, all right, but the Xbox One X, you know what I'm saying? I done heard people getting their ass tore out the frame over that. Now, Dejanay White, a 13-year-old Tupelo, Mississippi teen girl, died over the weekend after being shot by her 9-year-old baby brother after refusing to give over a video game controller. A statement from Monroe County Sheriff Cecil Cantrell told of the boy grabbing a .25 caliber handgun when his sister refused to give up the video controller, and in turn shooting the girl dead on Saturday. Pause. How in the hell did he know it was a gun in the house? Why did he know what a gun was? You feel me? Now, parents, if you have weapons in the house, number one, you need to have a safe, a gun safe. If not, go to Walmart, get you a Century safe. As long as they ain't one of them big ass horse guns, you feel what I'm saying? A musket or something. You'll need a damn gun cabinet for that. You have to go to the back of Walmart for that in the sporting goods section. Trust me, I know. But anyway, make sure your weapon's locked up. You feel what I'm saying? Because just because you think things won't happen, but notice, it's always the things that you think won't happen that does happen in life. What is you driving to work, you get a flat tire, or what in this situation, you got a gun in the house. You would never think, well, little Jimmy is going to get mad at Susie and shoot Susie in the back of the head over a video game. You don't think that. So it's best, like I say, to be prepared for everything. You can't be prepared for everything, true enough. I understand it. But a lot of this stuff we can't prevent. Like if this gun was locked up, we wouldn't even be doing this story right now. I'd be doing it about somebody else's child or somebody else who done lost their life or something else. You feel me? But at the same time, a lot of this can be prevented. And it's up to the parents to put the prevention steps into place. You know what I'm saying? If you know you got a hot-head ass child, because for him to be bold enough to go grab a weapon, you know what I'm saying, to grab a weapon, whether it was a BB gun or not, you don't even point no BB gun at nobody. You know what I'm saying? To us, that's damn near as serious as pointing a gun. But you gonna put somebody out with that? Nobody wanna get shot with no BB gun. You ever been shot with a BB gun? That shit hurt. Them BBs get lodged up in your damn guns. I mean, your skin, not your gun. Especially those pellets. Those pellets, boy, I'm telling you, they make you shit on yourself. I got shot with one time, boy. I went through about 2 pair of draws in 2 days. Anyway, now, Cantrell said the boy shot White, a student at Tupelo Middle School, in the back of the head with the bullet entering her brain. Killed her right there. A report via WTVA told of the teen girl being rushed to the Children's Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee, where she succumbed to her injuries shortly before 7 p.m. on Sunday. Damn, Mississippi ain't got no damn children's hospital that specializes in trauma. You know what I'm saying? Brain trauma. Damn, you know what I'm saying? I think Louisiana got one. Damn, Mississippi ain't got one. Alabama ain't got one. You had to go all the way to Tennessee. Now, Chef Cantrell said the siblings' mother, Shalandra White, was in another room at the Okolona family home feeding lunch to other children when the incident happened. Now, Miss Shalandra White. Now, we understand that she had other children that she was tending to, but at the same time, where was this gun? And why was this gun so available? And number one, why was it loaded, period? If the gun wasn't loaded and he pointed a gun at her, he would have just clicked. No bullying. Okay, you got to have a bullet, you know what I'm saying, to cause damage. We know that, unless you're going to chunk it at somebody and hurt them that way, which I doubt very seriously. But at the same time, why did you have a loaded gun in a damn house? I know a lot of people do, but at the same time, if you have children, you have to take precautionary measures. Now, authorities say they do not yet know how the firearm used in the shooting had been accessed. The sheriff added that the circumstances of the shooting are still being investigated. He added that he isn't sure what consequences the brother will face. It's also remained unclear whether the children's parents will face any consequences also. So they also trying to charge the parents also for having a loaded gun in the house due to the fact of, for whatever reason, where they felt they need to be protected, or whether there was some internal drama going on, some things that we don't know about. We all have those in our family settings. We don't know what's going on in the neighborhood, or somebody threatening them or whatnot. So we don't really know the reason why. But at the same time, no matter what, you still have to put your children first, put your family first. Lock those guns up, put those guns away. You know what I'm saying? And don't let them children know, because they're not able to comprehend that. You got grown-ups who still can't comprehend the power and the deadliness of a gun. That's why they out here shooting each other, robbing each other, doing all kinds of shit. So if you have crazy ass grown folks, you know what I'm saying, of all colors and races out here just killing people over nothing, over guns, what you think a child gonna do? I mean, come on now. Now, how did Dejanay White's 9-year-old brother gain access to a gun? He's just 9. I assume he's seen this on video games or on TV, Chef Cantrell told the Clarion Ledger, adding, I don't know if he knew exactly what this would do. I can't answer that. I do know it's a tragedy. The same thing I said. I don't know if he knew exactly the power of this gun, but he had seen it act out somewhere, whether it's on a game, video game, which most likely probably was, or on TV, which most likely probably was. You can't escape violence these days. Your kids are being bombarded by violence. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I say you got to get these kids off these damn video games sometime. Make they badass go outside. Go make mud pies like we used to. You know what I'm saying? Go get you some damn sticks and go build a fort like we used to. Or just go out in the woods like we used to. Don't go too far now, because you got these child molesters and all kinds of crazy shit going on these days. So you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? It's a different day and age. But at the same time, make their ass get off that damn video game sometime and study. You know what I'm saying? Go pick up a book or something. Help clean this damn house. You feel what I'm saying? We give our children too much leisure time. You feel me? Because I understand we want our children to have more than what we have, and we want our children to have a better life. We don't want them to be stressed. But guess what, boo-boo? If you spare a rod, you spoil a child. You know what I'm saying? You got to lay the law down. Now, reiterated Chef Cantrell, we don't know yet what kind of charges or if charges will be pressed. We want to make sure we are doing everything correctly. That's why I'm not too fast to say anything, because there are juveniles involved. We want to do what's right, and we are going to get it right. Now, relatives and friends of Dejanay took to Facebook on Sunday to express condolences for the family and mourn their loss. One family member shared a group photo showing the girls' basketball team, Tupelo Middle School, and big shout out to Tupelo Middle School. I know somebody down there hear me right now. You know what I'm saying? And you never know, this girl probably could have went professional WNBA or whatever. You know, like she had a promising future, and you could tell she knew how to hoop, because you could tell how when some people look, they can hoop. You know what I'm saying? They'll triple double your ass, cross you over. But anyway, now, out of Tupelo Middle School, with a serious looking Dejanay posing in her number 30 jersey with a ball in her hand. Then there was this comment on the web that caught this author's attention. A 9-year-old would live this rest of his life with the guilt and stigma of being the kid who killed his sister over a stupid video game. None of this would have happened if the parents had done their job and protected their children. That gun should have been locked up in a place where kids could not get access to it, like I said. Now is not the time to pray. Now is the time to take action before something like this happens again. It's always the time to pray. You see what I'm saying? You always pray. So I ain't gonna sit up here and say now is not the time to pray. That's what he's saying. Now, enough. It's time to act. When parents are held responsible, then perhaps parents will begin to behave responsibly, when they know they may be held accountable. So that's what we had. They showed a picture of us standing out there in a driveway. You know what I'm saying? Just a regular young girl, a very regular teenage girl with a promising future that was basically snuffed out by a mean brother over a video game who most likely did not even know what he was doing. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, what clicked in his head to go grab that gun, though? That's all I want to know right there. And we probably will never get the answer to that. But it's sad enough that he have to live with the fact that he killed his sister. I'm sure he didn't mean to kill her. You know how kids fight. You fight back and forth. You play with each other. Hell, I did that shit to my brother all the time. Let me tell you a little story real quick. That's probably why he's still mad at me till this day. But anyway, we used to go visit some of our relatives in the country, deep in the country, deep in the country, where the dirt, you have the regular concrete pavement road, the asphalt, and then it leads to a dirt road. You leave the concrete pavement by the hour. That's how far down this dirt road, deep in the damn woods. You feel me? And also in the woods, you have a lot of wasp nests. So we used to go around the wasp nests and stuff. And me being the oldest, you know what I'm saying, with my 3 siblings and stuff. Well, the other one was a baby, but with the other 2, I used to always throw at wasps and stuff, take off running. I just used to love throwing at wasp nests. They wasn't fast as me. And I used to tell them, y'all staying way back there. But my brother that's up under me, he wanted to just be right there every time. So one day it was a big old wasp nest right there. And I took a rock. You know, it's them little flat ones. You have to have a flat ones. You can't beat them fat round ones, because them little flat ones, they'll turn and stuff. Like you throwing that thing the Jeepers Creepers be throwing and hitting people with. But anyway, I threw that joke and it went like this, and it curved and hit that wasp nest. The wasps just shot out of there. I take off running. My brother, he right behind me and stuff. Next thing I know, they getting close on him. One stone, he like, ah! I looked back with 2 men on him. I had to keep going. Somebody had to make it because, you know, somebody need to tell the story. He came back to the house all swole up and everything. I said, shit, that's what you get. You want to hang with big bro. But even though I didn't sting him and do that purposely, but at the same time, you know, I understand how at children you're gonna fight, you're gonna play, you're gonna do things. But and now time I ever would go pick up a gun, because even when I was younger, I knew, you know what I'm saying, not to play with guns. So I don't know what's going on. Let me know what you all think about this situation. And to Miss Dejanay White, you know what I'm saying, this angel, may she forever rest in peace. It's sad that this story have to be told, and that it was told, and it's sad what happened to her all over a video game controller. And hopefully we can learn some truth to this. What motivated this young man, this young child, not no young man, this young child to grab this weapon and take his sister's life? Anyway, if you like the video, push that like button. If you like, subscribe. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Share the video. And if you have weapons in your house, please, pretty please, with sugar on top, go get you a gun safe. If you can't afford a huge gun safe, get you a regular safe and lock it in there. You know what I'm saying? Don't get one of those cheap kinds. Get you a good one. Anyway, y'all stay blessed. Stay vigilant and stay woke. I'm out.